So just some background. We basically have a YouTube channel and we create content specifically for like photographers, videographers, who, want to get more clients and want to know their clients better. I wanted to ask you some questions regarding in your case, real estate and real estate sales. What role does real estate media play like in the sale of a home?
As you probably know, it plays probably one of the most crucial parts, especially
Yeah.
now, in 2025, the access to, just social media and marketing, everything is done online now. So I think photography specifically, it's just not optional not to have it anymore.
Yeah.
It's the most crucial part, to be honest. Buyers probably decide within seconds whether they're interested in a property or not, just based off seeing the listing online, and the first thing they see is the pictures, the photos.
Yeah.
So that is their initial encounter with the property, whether they're interested or not. The quality of the picture is one of them. The quality of the picture is the quality of the work. That's the first thing you put out there for your clients to see. So
Yeah.
that's their impression of you as a professional as well, right?
hmm Yeah, so you would say like pretty much for every listing, like media makes the difference, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah, definitely a crucial part of it.
hmm Are there any things that like make a listing stand out?
Absolutely. I think it is how you capture the space. The light. I always say that sometimes it's almost better to come back and take pictures during different settings of the day. So let's say you come in the morning, you take pictures in the morning, but sometimes coming in at night in the evening time, when just having the lights on for the house, for example, it gives more of an intimate um atmosphere to the
hmm
house.
Yeah.
So capturing different timestamps up throughout the day of the listing could definitely increase more of the visual, right?
hmm
You can picture it a little bit better.
hmm And have you worked with like real estate photographers before and videographers?
Yes, a lot of my social media, for example, a lot of what you see on my Instagram, it's more raw image because I like to show people a different side of me, that it's not just all about, it's not all serious.
Yeah.
There's the background, there's things that happen behind the scenes that, loosen people up a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of what you see on my social media is me going into certain open houses, whatever I have, and just capturing myself in it. Um, yeah, but that's just my personal social media. When it comes to, of course, MLS listings, it's very different.
Got it. Yeah. So for MLS listings, like do you do them
Photographers,
yourself? Oh, okay, okay. And
photographers, yes.
yeah. And what are like the main things you're looking for, like when hiring one?
When you hire one, I think it's the quality of the work, of course, that is absolutely important.
Yeah.
That's why you're hiring them, because they are able to produce images that unfortunately we can't. So, the quality of the work, communication, and understanding urgency. We have deadlines. We need somebody that can be efficient in communication. Communication is, we when we have contracts, we have times that things need to be done by a certain time. And for us to put something on MLS, depends, of course, on the client and when they are looking to put it up on MLS. But we want to get those things done
Yeah.
quickly and efficiently, based on the client's ability and their wishes. And I think just that having that urgency, understanding that we have contracts and deadlines, and sometimes when we don't meet those deadlines, our contracts just, we have to restart them. Just showing up and being responsible. Um, I think that's just one of the most communication, definitely one of them.
You'd say like turnaround time, fast communication, that's like really
Urgency,
important, like one of the
quality of
most
work.
important.
Yes,
Yeah.
urgency. I think urgency has to be definitely one of those things. We people that we work 24/7.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to work 24/7, It's your business. At the end of the day, it's how much time you want to put into your business, how successful you want to be within your business.
Mhm.
You know, you can work on your business and you can work within your business. So it is having that, that is absolutely up to the person who is running their business, but definitely.
If you would compare like two real estate photographers, one
Mhm.
would deliver photos in like 2 to 3 days, but the photos are like amazing. Or the second photographer, photos are also great, but the communication is like 3 or 4 times faster. Like photos are delivered same day or like within 12 hours or 24 hours. Like which photographer would you value more?
I think I would value them equally.
Mhm.
It would, like I said, I think it would have to depend on the situation. Every client is different. Urgency is sometimes also different.
Yeah.
Um, so I think it would really depend on the situation and what we have, what we're working on hand. But quality work is unbeatable at the end of the
Yeah.
day. I that's what people see.
Yeah.
They don't see the communication aspect of me and that individual. So it's really at the end of the day, I think it would have to depend how much I am willing to tolerate as an agent and how what my boundaries are here. Am I, you know, having great communication with one person, everything's great, they're giving me what I need, that's great. But if I can get amazing pictures, that changes the whole listing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would say like the quality of the photos, it's like number one still, right?
The quality of the photos that has to be for me number one.
Yeah.
That's my that's my opinion. I just have those three things: communication, quality work, and urgency. Those my top three. Uh
Yeah.
Usually you can't be 100% in all areas. You will be a little bit better here, a little bit better there. You can be good at them. You can perfect all those areas. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, those three are the most crucial ones.
hmm So you as a realtor, would you be willing to pay more for like all those three aspects? They're like the perfect, like the best option that's currently on the market.
We are willing to pay the price.
Yeah.
It also is depending probably on the listing.
hmm
If I have over $1 million luxury listing, I'm more than happy to spend the money.
Yeah.
Um, because the listing is, it's gonna sell itself.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this is what makes the listing.
The more expensive the listing is, the more you can like invest into the marketing of it, right?
Exactly.
Because media has like a central role in it. Yeah. So, just kind of a broad question. What would be the point of this, like for you, like the real estate media? What would be the point of it?
It's the exposure.
hmm
Definitely the exposure of it. You know, this is the easiest way in our generation to put things out there. I think I don't want to say the younger generation, but us, we really know how to utilize the tools
hmm
that are given to us now, and understanding how much social media and what you can get out of it and how to utilize it properly, it makes a big difference.
Yeah. Yeah. So the better the work is, like the more you could use it in the social media and like in those all those platforms. Yeah.
Exactly. And when even from, I'm sure maybe like you have, I don't know, rented a place before, or um not even buying a house, even renting a place. You sometimes see landlords, they will post their pictures. I'm not saying hire a professional photographer, but the quality of the picture is what people see first. If you have a blurry photo, the chances are not a lot of people are wanting to come visit the place, no matter how interested they are. It's not presentable, it's not visually pleasing, it's not presentable, and it just low quality is low product, right?
Yeah, for sure. So now real estate photographers, they usually offer like much more than just photography. So they offer like video, 3D tours, those like the measurements. So what are like the main things that you usually go for when hiring?
Um, Videos are great. Um, if you have let's say outside the city, there's lots of large properties that you can necessarily capture everything in just one picture. Um, drone drone
Hmm.
pictures
Yeah.
are very big right now. A lot of people are very interested in that specific area, drones, and not a lot of people are just willing to do that themselves.
Hmm.
Um, I think that one, there's a lot of opportunity in that one to be captured that people should be utilizing as photographers.
Yeah.
Just, just keeping up with the technology
Hmm.
and what it can give us. That one is a big one.
Yeah. So here in Calgary, there are like quite a few real estate photography companies. So, do you usually get a lot of them reaching out to you?
You have people reaching out, photography, you have everybody reaching out all the time. Um, you have to sell yourself. So
Hmm.
yes,
Yeah.
of course, there are people that are constantly reaching out, and that's how you make it work, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
You have to do the work, you have to reach out, you have to introduce yourself, and you have to sell your business and sell yourself.
Mhm.
So yes, and I think people should continue doing that.
Yeah. So have you ever hired someone like just who reached out to you?
Coming into the industry, I did already have some connections, people that I knew. So I mostly trusted the people around me to guide me in the right direction at first. But it is definitely something I'll be open to. Absolutely.
Got it. Yeah. So you basically like a realtor you knew and like realtors they referred someone to you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
referrals, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah. So that's I did a few interviews before and it's like a pattern because a lot of realtors it's like word of mouth. Right?
mhm.
And the main consensus is that if you provide good work, like, you're naturally gonna be referred, right?
Exactly. And that's if you don't expose yourself and put yourself out there, um, most likely people will go with those referrals because they don't need to go do their research. And if you are somebody who is doing great work, you want people to recognize you for that.
Yeah.
And they don't always gonna know where to find you. You need to make yourself visible. If you put yourself out there and you reach out to those people, to realtors or whatever industry you want to specialize in, right?
Yeah.
You reach out to those people and I think you have to promote yourself. You
Yeah.
have to introduce people to your work because if you don't allow people to see your work, they will most likely never know that you even exist.
Yeah.
People are busy. And if you're new and you're starting out and you're very new to the industry, to photography, most likely you don't have reviews. Most likely you might not even have a Google business account. So if somebody will look you up one way or another, right?
Yeah.
So you have to make yourself visible on the internet.
What would be usually your budget when you're hiring a professional?
It really depends. It depends on the size of the listing as well. I think it really depends on the listing and how much I'm willing. I'm very open-minded.
Hmm.
I think how much I invest in my business, it comes back 10 times more because I'm willing to invest that into my business. I'm willing to put high quality work out there,
Yeah.
and I don't need to cut corners because it's just not who I am.
Yeah.
Budget wise, you can get something done for $300. You can get something done for $500. You can spend a little bit more than that. Um, it depends on the agent. It depends on the listing. It
Yeah.
depends on the client. But yeah, of course, even though it does, the client doesn't pay for it, it comes out of your marketing. But yeah, that's really what it is.
Got it. Got it. Thank you. And just one last question. So,
But,
what would make you recommend a real estate photographer to like another realtor that would ask you?
well, first of all, it would have to be I have worked with that photographer before. I don't think I can recommend somebody to someone that I don't have first-hand experience with,
Mhm.
right? So, personally, I would have worked with that photographer before, had some kind of contact, communication, went through at least a couple, even if we had only one listing, let's say, it's hard to tell from just one listing because you need consistency, and just one first impression is important, but consistency goes a long way, and it takes more than just one time working together. But it would definitely be communication. If our communication as well, um, that's a big one. I can't just refer you to somebody if you are not communicating and you're hard to get a hold of even,
Yeah.
right? Or
Yeah.
if you take a long time to respond. If I'm recommending you to somebody, I would hope that your response time is very efficient, because that's going to be their first impression of you, is your communication, because they're already trusting me that I'm letting them know that you're
Yeah.
putting quality work out there because I've worked with you. So I think at that point it will be up to the photographer to communicate efficiently, because that will be their first communication, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, because if you're referring a photographer to someone, that like you're also putting a responsibility on yourself because like you want to recommend someone good, right?
Exactly. Yes, it's my reputation as well that
Yeah,
carries with it.
exactly.
Absolutely. My reputation. But yeah, once I hand it off to them, whatever photographer, I hand them off to one of my colleagues. Yeah, I would expect them to be very efficient in communication.
Thank you so much, Yulia.
You're so welcome.
What is your Instagram so that we could, give a shout out, or like your socials?
Sure. It's homes by underscore Yulia. Yulia, Yuliya. I can also forward it to you as well if you like.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a
You're so
great rest of your
welcome.
evening. Bye.
You as well.